there's a shortcut here that's really, really awkward. Like, I seem to fall off it way more than I should. Every playthrough I have, I get anxious around this particular area. So, if we remember, if we go that way, it's back to Quelaag. To get out quickly, back home in England, yep. To get out quickly, we take this path. So we have to go up here. Up this ladder. And we're faced with a water wheel. And what we have to do is jump on one of these platforms. Which is not the hard part. We now have to jump off this platform at the right time, or we will die. And I just seem to suck at this particular jump, so I'm going to hopefully not mess it up. Okay, we did it. I don't know what I do wrong, but I often fall through that. And it's really annoying, because I've got to run a really long way to get back. Now I've done that, I'm happy. I just hope I don't die up here to something. That happened in my last playthrough. I got it first time. Quelaag, love of my life. Yeah. Did Kill post his reaction? I don't know if he's seen it yet. Ah, the ragdoll. Right. One of these is the way forward, and one of these is a side area. I think this is the way forward. No, this is the side area. Oh, this branch. I'm sure we've all missed the very totally safe platforms in this area. Yeah, we're just taking him with us, guys. So we got a new set of armor. A catalyst, which helps us cast spells. And a sorcery. None of which we're going to use. We might use the armor. But I think we're quite happy with what we've got so far. There was a ladder here. Yes, there was. So there's one more blow dart guy who we need to deal with at some point. I think actually... Oh god. This might be the optional, the way forward, sorry. In which case I've got to go back. Oh no, no, we're fine. Okay, there's nothing else up here. Unless I'm missing a ladder or something, but no. Believe me, having a vivid memory of Blighttown isn't necessarily a good thing. You definitely want to get through here as soon as you can. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with it from a quality, like design or dev challenge point of view, but especially on repeat playthroughs, coming back here is, I wouldn't say the highlight of most people's runs. But, you know, if there are fans of Blighttown, then I hold nothing against you. But maybe be kinder to yourself. Oh god. Right, there we go. So this is toxin, the thing we've been trying to avoid. As you can see, guys, it does way more damage to your health than normal poison. And you need this special moss, the white blooming moss, to get rid of it. Kaiser. Doesn't play Britney Spears when that pops up. Yeah, toxic. Nice one. Right. So that's how we get rid of it, because it is horrible to deal with. I won't lie. Can we actually reach him? We can't reach him. We're gonna try. We're gonna have to take toxin. Okay. No, we're not making that. Oh, we really jumped into the den of dogs here. Yeah, good to have you back, Kaiser. We're just finishing Blighttown. We're in the last little area. And this is an optional bit as well to get a very powerful item. We just couldn't quite get that last guy with a toxic dart. Oh. Did he fall off? Okay. Well, never mind. They're all dead. And if that's true, then they won't respawn, and that's every single one of them gone for the rest of the game. Not gonna be missed. Oh no, no, he's still up there. Great. Right, here's our item. There we go. They are not puppies. I'm not letting them do their fire-breathing attack. Because yes, they breathe fire. Because why wouldn't tiny little dogs breathe fire? It just makes sense. Somehow. Now, we don't have to fight that last guy, but I kind of feel I've got unfinished business. But he's got really far away. You know what, guys? Maybe we fight him with his own medicine and use some projectiles. He's really gonna do that, huh? New game idea, Dog Souls. What, you play as a dog? And, I don't know, are humans the bosses? That would be kind of cool. I remember playing a PS2 game as a kid called Dog's Life, and it was like you play as a dog. With a Souls element to it, that would be pretty cool. A Souls-like game, but everyone is dogs would actually be me. Boss 1, a cat. Yeah, maybe the giant cat could be a final boss or something. Or a wolf even, right? That could be interesting. Right, we did it. We got toxicked a couple times. A Hoover. Get increasingly rewarding treats for each boss you kill. The vet. Oh, Jesus. Right. I'm sure we're all looking forward to seeing the sun again after being down here for so long. And we certainly will. We're nearly there. And we have a nice, very useful key for later in the game. Right. Final few enemies and we're done with Blighttown and this entire part of the game. You're spayed. Oh my god. He just wanted to growl at me before he died. Gotta respect it. He was going out, but he was gonna protest. Central game mechanic. Bark stab. Ooh, that caught me. Okay, come on. It had to poison me one last time, this area, huh? No, you don't. We're not leaving them alive after poisoning us for one more time. Not a chance. I have been killed by these in previous runs. Which really sucks. I had to go through that entire wheel shortcut again. And I'm not letting it happen, I swear. We unequipped the moss, but that's okay. We're not expecting to get poisoned anymore. We are done with poison for a long time. But every Souls game has its own version of a poisonous area. It's a nightmare. Have you died yet? Today, we died, yeah, about 3 times to the hardest boss in the game, that being Gravity. People are probably sick of hearing me say that joke now, but, you know. It's true. Full damage is brutal in this game. You finally got to Death 10. Yeah. Keep counting. There's gonna be more. Right, we're now in the Valley of the Drakes. Pretty apt name. Right, I'm gonna ask you guys in a sec if you think this is a trap. Dog Souls, poison area, is chocolate area. God, yeah. That's grim. Look, there's a totally dead dragon here. And look at all these free items, folks. There's definitely not a trap here, right? Maybe we can get this one. Free items are great. Yeah, definitely. How to game develop and actually make this game. That'd be amazing. You should pick them up. What could possibly go wrong, right? Oh, he didn't even wait for us to pick them up. Ow! We got 1 item of 2. I'm sure no one saw that coming. That guy, I know! Shocking, shocking, truly shocking. He won't move. He's a very lazy, sort of half-dead, undead dragon, basically. But if I do come near him, he's going to just keep throwing up on the map. So, I could try and throw fireballs, but he is a dragon, and this is a very weak fireball. It's basically going to do nothing. So for now, we'll just carry on. Because again, I don't want to die and respawn all the way back down in Blighttown. We can definitely fight him later when we're more safe. Anyway, now we go down this very safe pathway. And we have lightning drakes. Who are also quite tanky, but they're not as bad. Oh. Again, I'm very nervous to fight any of these because, yeah, they're interesting little guys. But we really don't want to stick around here. It's not a central area, and I don't want to die and have to go back to Blighttown. We're done with that place. We're going to take this elevator upwards, and we're going to be back in a familiar place, which again is an amazing moment of very well thought out level design from the devs in this game. So we're taking the lift, and I'm not sure if people are recognising it yet. We're going to rest here, so we've got a new checkpoint. Okay, I'm 200 souls off a level up, which is a bit annoying. Let's pop a soul here to get that next level. There we go. A bit more dexterity. Okay, we are now back in the Darkroot Garden with our friendly tree people. So we've gone all the way from Blighttown through a valley of dragons to the garden. You play as a lonely nerd in a fantasy school. Dark Souls. Alright. You gotta list the enemies for that, Kaiser. Hit us with it. You are on fire tonight. He is. I'm on a post-work day tiredness mode. Number 1, the PE teacher. I'm surprised they're not the final boss, to be fair. But yeah, it works. Right, we've done the garden, more or less. So we're gonna go to the fortress. Although, there is an enemy in the forest that I'm wondering whether I want to fight. While I'm here. I might be a bit weak for this fight, though, I'm not going to lie. But we'll give it a go. It's one of the most famous bosses in, honestly, all of Souls. Did you play Elden Ring? Yes, I did. I've played all of Vanilla now, and I've made a start on the DLC, but I'm not super far into it yet. Really looking forward to giving that another go. I might do it on stream. It'd be nice to go through all the games. Really? There we go. He just wanted to give me one more piece of moss. Really do rate Elden Ring though, Kaiser. It's earned its fame. It rightly did earn Game of the Year. As good as God of War was as well. Nothing against that game at all. But Elden Ring, yeah. It's like they brought everything from the last games together to make a really good quality game. I'm gonna try it. I said I wouldn't, but it's just too funny. If we can pull it off. Oh, we've been invaded, guys, by a forest guardian. I don't even feel slightly bad now. No? They're not having it today. Oh no, one of them's thinking about it. They're gonna go for it. Yes, really. They thought about it and did it again in the end. Alright, we've got a guy called Archer. Oh god. Oh my god. Well, that's what happens when you take off the poise ring. I like Ragnarok a lot, but I don't know. It didn't feel like Game of the Year to me. Really? A lot of people were keen to have that be Game of the Year. I've watched friends play it. It looked great to me, but maybe it just didn't do it. I do have a friend who played it, who played the first God of War. Well, not the first, but you know. And he felt like he got really into the first one. Def 11, I know. That was really unlucky. That NPC should have gone back to where he normally is. But he didn't, and we got invaded at the same time. Really unlucky. And he was an archer. I'm kind of shocked he even went for that build. I'm a bit confused though, like, we had a character called Witch last time, and this was called Archer. So I do question if they're actually players, but I'm pretty sure they'd have to be. I'm not an expert. What's this? So there's a Covenant. It was fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it didn't feel like it evolved the concept of God of War 2018 to be a groundbreaking sequel. Yeah, it probably, I'm guessing it just felt more of the same kind of thing. So they weren't as innovative as they were with 2018's. So some players can join this Gravelord faction, and it's kind of an evil faction, and other players get the prompt to invade and kill them. And that's prompting me to invade that Gravelord and try and kill him. It's a pretty cool PvP feature. Hey, you just gonna stand there? These NPCs have got my number. I'm not sure why that scout is being so passive. I'm not wanting to commit to her because this guy's around. Because then that can happen. A truly fantastic DLC. You should invade. Yeah, I didn't take the prompt because I do just want to fight this boss. But these NPCs are being really annoying, so I might just run through them. They're a very good farm for souls, don't get me wrong. Especially if you do the cheese. I just wanted to clear them out. But it's okay. We'll just run through. We fought them in the last stream, so we've got nothing to prove. That was a quick death, 12. Yeah, they just do so much damage. I want to talk to the cat, but we're being chased. So 1 second. We're going to see how many have chased. Oh wow, they're all chasing us. Okay. He's very committed. Props to him. Okay. I'm really not sure how the AI behaves on this game sometimes. Right, now we're not being chased to the ends of the earth. Let's actually explore. Wow, it really wants me to invade a Gravelord servant today, doesn't it? But no, we're not doing that right now. There's a cat. There is a cat, which we can now talk to. Unless this girl wants to fight. She does. They are definitely not a problem by themselves. It's just when you are surrounded by them. It's hard to fight multiple enemies at once in this game because it has a targeting lock-on system. So it's not really built to multi-hit enemies. Anyway, here's our interesting cat.
Is it not so that thou art new? Thou fared well to find me, but cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, thou art a stranger.
It's a very well-spoken cat.
Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. I command a clan of hunters.
Cheshire Cat changed a lot.
Of the forest graves.
Not wrong. So yeah, she's in charge of these forest hunters.
Wilt thou not join us? Oh yes, I believe we would suit thee well.
So you can join them, and that will allow me to be summoned as one of those blue phantoms if someone invades the forest. It also makes those NPCs not attack me when I walk through the forest. So we're going to join for now. So I fully expect this boss to kill us, and it would make the run back to the boss a lot easier. Sorry, Jay, we have left the Dragon Covenant already.
And here taketh this ring. If thou wearest that ring, it
so yeah,
allows
if
for
we
thine
wear that
summoning.
ring, it will
If
allow us
mine
to be
senses
summoned
reveal in
to
true
defend the forest. It's a really cool idea.
I will summon thee.
I'm sure in this game's heyday it was a lot of fun. And it can still happen now, as we saw, but
work tirelessly with thee.
you'd be waiting a
Thou
while, I
shalt
feel.
receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement, not so? But thou must heed the golden rule. The clan is thine own farm. to thine kinsman forever stay true. Darest not in
No.
any attempt to double
I'm afraid
cross.
not, Jay.
Have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate.
And there we go.
Ah, thou my hopes for thee are of the highest. Do not such a hope shatter with foul disproportion.
I think that's all her dialogue.
Ah, my...
Yeah. So this cat has high hopes for us, which is so encouraging. We'll see if they have earned it. If we earn their respect for our future actions. Right, there's a sneaky little chest behind this wall, which will give us stone armor, so we can look like one of the stone giants. Which is nice. Never unwelcome. But it's a bit heavy for what we want. Right, here's an interesting situation. There's a chest in that water, as you can see. It's got an ember in it. An ember that will allow us to get another type of weapon upgrade. But it's guarded by, you guessed it, more of our mushroom friends. So, I'm going to try it. Oh no. There we go. We're not getting 1 HP killed again. No way. Oh, that was close. And we got him. Thank you, Jay. We did it. And we got a few gold pine resins, which if people didn't remember, that will allow us to put lightning on our weapon. I'm actually thinking of equipping that for this boss, just to give us that extra bit of damage. If I can find it. There it is. Okay. We're nearly there, folks. So, what the cat was talking about is there is a grave to a great knight, Artorias, in this forest. And the way to it is over this bridge. She's warning us against seeking out the grave. We're not going to do that. We're not going to listen to them, and we're going to go for it. So, we'll see what happens. Tears ahead. Whose tears, though? The enemies or ours? We'll see. Here we go. Alright then. So there's the grave. It's strewn with swords and other smaller gravestones. We're going to approach it and just see what happens. Ow. Yeah, it's a giant dog. Wolf. Ow. Sif, can you come off the cliff, please? Oh god, that hurt. Oh god, he likes to jump. Ow. What you want to do with Sif is stay away from that sword and quite close to him if you can. Ow. Oh, he didn't like that. I'm not taking chances. That's great, game. Not important right now, though. This is when you feel really bad. Sif is extremely wounded. And he's still trying to fight. It's very, very hurtful to see. So I'm just going to end this before we cry. He is defending the grave of his master, Artorias. He was Artorias' pet great wolf. He's so cute, why does he have to die? There is a lore reason. He carries that Covenant of Artorias, which we are going to need later in the game. It's a bit hard to explain this early on in the playthrough. But, yeah, it's quite a sad boss fight. And Sif is a very much fan favourite character for good reason. He's just defending his master's grave. Like I say, it's kind of hard to go into at this early point. But basically, his master died to the Abyss, which is a dark sort of force that we are going to have to fight ourselves later in this game. But we cannot fight the Abyss without that Covenant of Artorias. So, although the dog is trying to stop that from happening, we have no choice but to try and get that Covenant item, basically. It's part of the main story. So we would have had to do that fight sooner or later. He's deaf, my fav, now. Yeah, he's many people's fav. He's really sweet. There's actually... I won't spoil too much, but we will see more of Sif in some way later in this playthrough, so don't worry. And from a gameplay sense, we got a lot of souls from that, I'm not gonna lie. And that is obviously really useful. Oh yeah, if you join the Forest Guardians, this guy will show up.
I've heard all about you. I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting. Except there is little in the form of rules, you hear. Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the prey. That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance for any reason. That's about it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So
It's a
he
good
will
old
act
time,
as a
isn't it?
new merchant
Great
for
to
us.
have you with us. Good hunting to you. Don't worry now. You'll be called in hunter.
And he's also got a hidden shadow bodyguard over here.
Ah, did you notice?
And he
Dalton?
will comment if
Sharp
we
eyes.
notice on him, which is really
He
cool.
is one of the clan from the east, like myself. Always slinking in the shadows. But he is a tough one. You will see what I mean. Don't you
Okay. He is a merchant, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not quite sure what I'm forgetting. Maybe we have to be a higher level in the Covenant, or we have to return later. I'm not quite sure, but no biggie. Right, there's a few items further down this forest that it's going to be worth quickly grabbing. But let's spend these souls first. So that's quite a nice set of level ups for our damage output. We'll go from 208 damage a hit to 220. It's not groundbreaking, but it all does start to add up quite nicely. We are 1,100 souls off a level up, so I think it's worth us popping some souls to get that next level. This might be enough. Yeah, that's definitely enough. And we'll get a little more endurance. Okay. I just realised that whole fight we had the rusted iron ring on. That was completely useless. Yeah. We're in a good position, I would say. Okay, so now we're part of that covenant, we won't have as much trouble in exploring this area, but the trees still hate us, so we do have to be worried about that. But we are now able to kill them very quickly, which is great to see. Okay, there's an item over there, which hopefully won't lead to our desk, because it's guarded by a lot of trees. We're cutting this forest down, basically. We're getting a lot of moss today. Shame we're not really going to have much use for it now. But we can do New Game Plus. Basically, when you finish this game, you're allowed to go through it all over again, which is really, really cool. And we got a new set of armor out of all that. So it's very, very welcome. Right. There's one final little thing in the garden we will want to do. So if somewhere around here is a path back down to the lower parts of the garden. Here we go. What does the moss do again? So the normal moss, the normal purple moss heals poison. The blooming moss heals toxic. And the red moss heals bleed. You don't really use the red moss a lot. I can't remember the last time I really used it in any playthrough. Don't get me wrong, it's good to reduce bleed, but it's not that common. And it's not... It can be fatal, but if you built your character right, it's not normally something you've got to worry too much about. Ironically, we're going to put the ring back on, because we're going back down to the water. Don't look down. There we go. Our character's poor hands. Okay, we might remember this is where we fought the first Hydra in the game. Didn't think moss could be useful, I know, right? It's very handy on the whole. No complaints. So, what we've come down here for is this guy. This is the giant golden golem. We're going to have to kill him. He's unique, but he's not normally too much trouble. He's just a more powerful version of the normal golems. There we go. The friction burn, I know. So it turns out that there's a princess inside the golem.
So, 'tis thou who rescueth me. Most gracious, I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long. So, before I disappear, allow me to ask one thing. My home, Ulyssil, is the home of ancient sorceries. My hope is to pass this profound knowledge to thee, with thine approval. Would this be of assistance to thee?
Chicken, I'm so triggered right now, everybody in the Discord. Oh really? Why?
Then I shout. Engrave
What's
my
happened, Kale?
signature. If thou art in need, pray summon me from my signature. It seems that my time is done. May the great flames guide thee.
We've just saved a princess from a giant golem, so we're anything but triggered. We're being the real heroes right here. We now take a long walk back to Firelink, though, where something a lot less heroic has just happened. The fire's gone out. We can no longer rest at this bonfire. Why is that? Let's go down here. The Firekeeper is basically dead. What happened? Lautrec, the guy here with the very sinister laugh, straight up killed her. Yeah. You know, that guy who totally wasn't giving us evil guy vibes.
Did you ring the second bell?
So we are now going to have to try and get some revenge. Because he's gone now. He's killed the Firekeeper and gone.
It's noisy. It snores.
And this guy's
And its
hearing
breath is
things from
lethal.
below.
This is no
So,
laughing matter, I tell
we
you.
have achieved some things today. But, well,
Damn.
let's
That's
just say
strange.
things are not exactly getting better
I
in
was
this
really
world.
beginning to like it here.
But we're getting stronger, so
Maybe
we're getting
it's
more able to
time
deal
I
with
do
things.
something about it.
He's actually going to maybe do something. Considering he's just been sitting here the entire time. We'll see how that goes for him if he finally does decide to do something. This guy's still chilling.
Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy.
No chicken what I said a
Deathly
little.
so. Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I
So
lose
this
myself.
guy's also
Pay me
freaking
no
out.
mind.
But hey, he'll still sell us some miracles. Very polite of him. About the Discord kill? Yeah, you said they triggered you. I'm not there. So... Who's actually there? Like, is it quite a big group today? Please remind them the stream is up if they do want to join. I'm not sure how many are following or have notifications on. It'd be great to have them join. But of course, completely up to them. So these guys are not even slightly a threat to us right now. We've got to the point. Well, we're now about as ready as we're ever going to be for Sen's Fortress. So without further ado, here we go in the next part.